Alright, just making sure that this is working. Can I be heard is the question of the day. I know how to check that. I go to this. Hello, test, test. Alright, we good. Do that. Don't need to worry about that. I'm good. Press start to enter the manor. Ah, noises! Ooh, my options are pretty, intense right now. Oh, there's a background. Exploration. Hello, Astral Sailor. How are you with your fancy schmancy bit badge? I'm trying to make it so it says what game I'm playing. Alright, not what I needed to hear when I started a video game, but alright, it's all good now. But thanks for telling me, I guess. I'm doing good. I am doing good. We're going to do episode 1 of the console today. This should be like a 3 to 4 hour stream for this game. I might do something else after. I probably won't have time for a second episode today, but we're going to do one of the episodes today. And later we'll see what we do. We'll probably still do something else. We'll probably do Fortnite possibly later for Season 6, but if not, eh. Just hit play, I guess. Ah.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, The only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard! Von Burchard! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Burchard.
That's not very nice.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business?
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island. and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Wow, judging people
I
just because
definitely
they
have to
shoot
find Mother
someone.
quickly.
Am I going crazy or what?
This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
I can move. It's a video game. You aren't wrong, I don't think. I don't think. A bedtime story. It's not bedtime yet. You got 3 hours to go for your story to be done. You know, I just noticed something. Give me... no, it's fine, never mind. Never mind. This is fine. I was gonna change something for setting-wise, but then I remembered it probably will cut the stream, and I'd rather just keep it. It's not a big deal.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
You choose your class. The other skills, but unlocking them is more expensive. Class? class. A sub? What? Thanks for subbing. You have an emote and a badge? Wow. 2 badges. Continuing the gift sub there. What? One of 347,929 gift subs. That's a lot of people. Talented speaker. You can convince those. Politics. No. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, if you go over them, you can see your skills too. That might help a little bit. I don't think I'm dating Cthulhu, man. I don't think that's this kind of game. Could be wrong, but haven't played it before. But I'm gonna assume that is not what we're doing. But Cthulhu, politics, bleh. Adequate linguistics, conviction, and diversion. The rest seem pretty good, but politics, man. Manipulation, occultism, irradiation, science. So, I mean, it would be interesting, but it seems like it's you just use everyone. Whereas detective, questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic is like kind of neat too. Well, it says right here, the other skills will still be available, but they will be more expensive. I'm thinking detective seems like a good one to start on, but I'm not for sure. Like, with how I'd want to play. Occultist does seem like it could be interesting with, like, the science and weird stuff, but at the same time, it's like it says, it's all deception and manipulating people, which usually isn't how I play in these kind of, at least on a first playthrough. And Diplomat just doesn't seem like it'd be super fun to me. I think I'm gonna go detective, honestly. So I can be vigilant. And have agility. Maybe that can... No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Let's just do detective. Oh! You can like... Oh, you can look right here at the skills. Okay. Back if I want it. Let's just look at all the skills for all of them. Vigilance, notice details or oddly placed things. Okay. Use your mind so you can be smart. Use your coordination. It's people sometimes. Psychology, you can read people. Questioning. Okay. If we did do occultist, you have science, occultism. That part would be kind of cool, the occultism style, but manipulation, benefit from a sound cultural background, steal items, pick locks. Could be interesting. But adequate conviction. Politics, diversion, help to linguistics, foreign languages. This is already a little more in depth than I thought it would be, which isn't a bad thing at all. That's not like bad, it's just I did not expect. Noticing details would be helpful, but it says I have 3 points. You can read people's behavior, unlock dialogue, coordination. Vigilance does seem helpful. I'm gonna at least put a point in that. Your past is granted manipulation and psychology. So these are the two options I did, where I actually did a manipulation choice already. Alright, so I was right, it would be one of these two. That's true, you could eventually at least get a cultist all of these just to have one for fun, because it says you can eventually spread out. Notice anything strange? I don't know if I want to like spend all my points on that same thing to try to get to level 2. Agility seems like it could help too. We'll just do 2 in vigilantes for now. Alright, let's just do that.
Well, over the last few years,
Achievement.
I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Orgère, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
So lie to her.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's try. It doesn't. Right, time to go to the manor.
Select the object that has most objectives. Discover them. Consume her point. You just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Yeah, has a personality, immune, exploiting is crucial to achieve your goals.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents, remember to review. The map. She's immune to logic. Oof, that's a lot of talents. If you reach level 3, you just get certain things. You have to learn about people, jack of all trades. The end of a quest if I get level 1 in everything. Manipulation leads to seduction. Tactless, indiscreet, brutal, subtle, talented. Experienced, veteran. Just... Oh, so since I trusted her, I got the psychology. Manipulation is because I'm charismatic, I guess. Interesting. That's where I came from, right? I believe so. I can double check. Yeah, here's where I grabbed that coin. Okay, so I don't have to check this one. Hello, shiny thing. Royal jelly. Okay. Yum! Jelly! Sitting on the ground.
Must
My
be an
favorite.
incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Yeah. It does seem like it's going to be pretty neat. I know it's episodic, and they're not all out yet, though, but the first, like, 4 are. There's only, I think, all but the last are out now. This is episode 1, though. I'll do the rest other days, unless I, like, absolutely don't like this, but as of right now, I feel like I'll play them, because this seems fine. Another jelly. Yum.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every
Rain-covered
nook and
jelly
cranny
from
of
the
island.
ground. Yum
But,
yum.
sir, may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
Delicious.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Sir's mother was here. The lower the cost. I feel like I can do this one since I have the thing, so it
And
costs 0.
did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir, the one you arrived by.
Looking back.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. Prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed
Bear
your
lay
handkerchief,
rolls.
Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Bear lay rolls. Why don't you like his mask? I want to go this way. Not the way we're supposed to. No, it's locked. And I didn't pick the lock-picking skill. No.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
It looks too culty. Card 3. I. Quick, jump. There's no jump button. Pretty sure I could just walk into this water and get right up there. This is like, it's not deep water at all. It's just like a couple inches. Okay, fine. You win this time, water. I heard a noise. Is that just the? There's a bunch of shinies. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Grip up. Stand back. Take the floor.
Somebody replaced it
Damn it.
recently. But looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here. Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
Or I could brute force it, but we'll look around it a little bit before I do that. Third jelly. Why is there so much jelly just laying on a dock? It's weird.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Barrel.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Hey, I don't need to use 3 energy if I have this.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might
Take
just
it.
come in handy.
This might come in handy, guys.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
I guess now that I got my, like, analysis level up stuff, I can, like,
A lantern.
scan more things.
Nothing special.
Since I'm a detective, I get to, like, look around and, like, detective-y stuff.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the
This is cool
slightest
that you
idea
can
what
switch
it
the language,
says.
though. Like, it's an option.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman. doesn't ring a bell. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Braschi. No. Can't seem to place it.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
The whole world, apparently.
Ah.
Alright, let's just do it.
One of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to?
I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Ooh,
Dear
that's
Samuel,
naughty.
my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
No, he's political.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Much bad being in a cult.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Hey.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Sort of each quest you can choose what to read and gain skill points.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. And the bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
2 more days.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. But what does all this mean? bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
I'm gonna smell like bacon. I made a mistake. Should have just taken the key.
There we are.
More jelly.
Looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
I can't examine it because I don't know science. What is our science?
I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
They'll be. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you get an extra point. Hey, it's like a heart piece.
Amber.
Right, that's all that was over here. Let's go. Yeah, he said it all weird. I wasn't sure why. I just kind of rolled with it. I heard that ding noise.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Good job, audio cue.
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
I don't know linguistics or occultism. Feels bad, man.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Spoopy. Too spoopy for Astral. Hello.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
During confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being persuasive. They have consequences. Uh-oh. How much they're convinced. 3 blunders left. I'm scared. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me your letter.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By this, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
No. I feel like being open is how we get this guy to trust us. I feel like if you say this, he's not going to want to trust
My
me.
mother
I don't
and
know.
I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one
did
of
not
your
like it.
specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
It's all Astral's fault. I believed him.
All the same, it bothers me to see
Makes
you in a
sense.
quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Pretend I don't want it. Manipulation locked. I have the points, might as well use them, right?
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step, you must convince. If you give a bad answer, or you have no blunders left, it will repeat itself if you fail. Interesting. Interesting. Because you got all that jelly. I do have a lot of jelly. I don't believe in his god. Promise. No thank you. No. I only have 2 options.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur
Good.
Lelouch. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church
Another
is
achievement.
literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Banana. My jelly. Do not hesitate to look for them. Go back to the group. Haha, I think I'm going that way. Silly game. I'm stuck, help. Devil's Thorn, you temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities. Huh. So that's like a get out of jail free card or something. I don't know what that was. More coins. I mean, hey, I like jelly, so why not stuff her face full of it, right?
The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
IRL.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
What if it's a gross flavor? You ever think about that? Dun 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 dun. I feel like that's like a symbol saying I'm not allowed to go that way yet.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Maybe we should go on the other side first, too.
Souring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this thing is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
It's totally worth it.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
I think we found all the stuff that we can. So like a quick little skim. Let's check out this table quick.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by a biography of the great men.
Where do you store that? I just took a book, put it in my pocket. A whole book.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
I feel like that would...
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Water, yay.
That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
I trust these guys.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. Tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Time to explore. That's what the tag says on Twitch. Exploration.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Interesting, interesting. Coins.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I'll leave that one up to you, Astral. You can step up for that. That is a lot of doors. Am I supposed to go this way or the other way? I want to go the way I'm not supposed to go. I think that way with all the room. Ooh, I heard a ding, ding. Why did I hear it? Is it leaving? Just to leave.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Maître Jacques Peru? Quorum guide.
Hey, it's another devil's thing. Not allowed to go up yet. Kinda okay with them doing this, like, not allowed thing, so you don't just, like they let you know, like, oh, it's an area for later, but don't waste your time. That one's not for anybody, I guess. Immune to logic. Vulnerable to questioning. Vulnerable to logic and questioning. Ooh. So finding the books actually gives me like +1 in certain stats. That's actually really cool. So the searching and collecting, I actually gain stuff. I like that. So that means if I go to the character or whatever, I have a couple points, yeah, in like other things now just because of that. Convict, adequate, science. But I don't have the points, I'm confused. Is it once you learn it maybe? I don't know. I'd have to like hit A on it. I'm confused. All good, all good. Maybe it's like once you learn it, it gives you a bonus skill point in it or something. I haven't gotten any XP. Cultism and manipulation. I like how I thought manipulation sounded not great, and I've apparently gotten 2 points in it already. Oh well.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Yoink. Another coin. Where do coins go? Are they just here? This is these. Okay. Another coin. I'm getting a lot of coins. Astral, by the time we're done looking around, we're gonna be rich. You'll be able to afford another $1 sub.
A ruble.
Another coin. Yay. And hey, you get it for a whole 2 months already. Yay, now we have to find you another gift for someone else.
President George Washington.
I don't think I'm President George Washington. Last time I could have changed, I guess, maybe.
This is Cersei.
We're seeing a lot of coins. I wonder what they're for. Or if they're just literally like a collectible. We shall by playing the video game. That one looks like it might be mine.
Great. Honey.
My 5th jelly. I'm full on jelly, guys.
Monseigneur and it's Cardinal Biaggi.
So this is my room.
That's me.
Alright. So what was the one over here then? We shall go check. This is one of those. Okay, this is just a nobody door. Makes sense. It's me.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Duke. Another coin. And that's her.
Duchess
That's her.
Emily Hillsborough.
Alright, I went through everywhere. To my room. Ooh, I heard a ding on this side. D. Alright, whatever. To my room. Nah. And now we're rich.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
I feel like I shouldn't read it yet. I don't know if I'll get another chance, but I'm gonna say not yet.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow.
Ritt will be a good
Nice
guy.
room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Focus. Your next skill will cost no effort. Ooh, free skills. Hello. Super water.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. I in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. Uses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The Curtain of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
thing like a whole, like a second room. I can't do anything with that. Whew. All the rooms are connected too. Alright, they're like blocked off though. I guess I'll just eat a jelly. In fact, there's another one just here. I ate a jelly. I tasted jellyful. Jelly. Or something. I don't know if this is like... if anything's gonna happen, or if this is just I don't think anything's gonna happen. Alright, we're done looking. we gave it a couple minutes. It was scenic. Well, it was scenic. Now Astral just goes and makes it dark. Another coin. Let's go in the same one I went out. And then over here, just a second, yeah.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests.
Everything else.
Very jolly.
I could just leave again, even though I don't. Everything over there. What about this middle little table? Anything here? Yes. Let me guess, a coin? Yeah. Anything in the fireplace? I didn't see. Alright, let's go into the other room, guys. Hut. What's that? Oh, that's the thing I can't open. No, don't go to bed yet. Oh, he went to bed. You don't get to explore that room. Complete the first quest of episode 1. I was gonna say that's the whole episode? That's a quest of the episode. I could have joined Sir Holm. I could have made an unexpected encounter. It's interesting it tells you like this stuff. But I didn't fail anything in the first episode. Leveled up. Oh, almost twice. More points. The bed doesn't look too comfy. Why not? Alright, for 4 available points. So if I do 2 into vigilance, it'll completely level up. Which I might as well do, because that's why I was putting points in to begin with. Level 2. Geez, 11 to get it to 3. Notice anything strange in someone's appearance. As you can read people's behavior. I think questioning, and then a little bit more into agility. Alright. Here you can choose what to read. Oh, so this is, you can only read certain things at a time. You don't get all of them. I get it. So I read the books that give me what I want. Stale. So do I want etiquette, conviction, psychology, or science? But I don't have that skill, so it wouldn't really help. I'd have to get 3 to get to level 1. Psychology would help me because it's actually me. Etiquette, conviction, I don't really care about science as much. I want the occultism. I think I'll just do psychology. Keep with my character for now. Uh-oh. We're having another astral kind of night.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
I've understood. The search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns
Knock, knock,
us.
knock.
By the way,
Search in this room, guys.
enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
Can't take jelly.
Torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
We'll be out there shortly. I just want to loot this room.
Of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio ripped Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks... doesn't touch. Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
I'm coming! Not that. I'm here.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Heavens! I wasn't at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to rid her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. Get my hands on some important information. At least, I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can... I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is... there are two men near discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not ghost stories.
I feel like sticking with George is the option still. Because the vision is a vision even though it could be real. Whereas George knows something and he's the leader.
On me,
George
sir.
still.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to the room.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
That leads to where I was already. So is that salon? Would that be up here? Another one?
Louis, you're straying from your objective. Louis.
They didn't turn you around. I thought they turned you around. Ah, the music hurt. Hurry, Astral! Hurry!
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a French. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Guess.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Nope.
Who do you think you are?
It may be a good idea to think twice. Okay, I'm thinking quick before we do anything. One sec. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Cookies. Alright, let's do this.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell's going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Listen, we can sort this out like gentlemen.
No, I don't think so.
You haven't hurt anyone yet, my friend.
No, but I'm about to. Don't think you're
All
getting
right.
away with it that easily.
I should have hit it.
I'm sick of all
I
these
just want to use my
talks.
points.
If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Women, right? They really do drive us crazy sometimes. I totally understand.
Yeah, and every time they open their mouths, it makes you want to slap them. I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move, we're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Someone threw you off and balanced the cost. How do I use golden whatever? Is it 1? Do I not have any? Okay, I can see what stuff is down here. I don't have any. Oof. I do have that.
I've watched you, and you're shaking. I'm betting you won't fire.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon.
Whew!
You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
I leveled up my psychology too. Of course, she ran back, possibly to her room.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing.
Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
I need to get those golden things, I guess. I don't think it helped in that occasionally. Maybe if you would have brought some in, he would have been happy. But I think you ate them all. Just hide back here. You guys don't see me. Shh. I can't pick up a rolly gem. Might as well eat the one I have and grab this one. Back at full. I suppose it's the way to do it.
Pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
I think I'm doing that. I'm not smart.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Alright. There's something down here. Aha!
These look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Nice. See, this is why you double check stuff, dude. Never know what you're gonna find. You know?
Oh? Did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only need minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes. I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
George isn't happy with me, but I couldn't let her get beat up. I couldn't do it. It feels bad, man. It's all the cookie's fault.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Don't blame the cookies. That's like the latest response ever. But the cookies screwed me over. You know how it is. Golden elixir? No, I needed that before. Okay, I used the other thing. Forgot I haven't explored this side because cutscenes, so. Alright, that's enough of that. I just wanted to look for a little bit. Go back to bed. I can do that. I'm an expert at sleep. An expert, I tell ye. That wasn't there before.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Guess I'm exploring this whole area again.
That's not the
The inn
right
seems
way.
neat so far. I guess we're only exploring part of this area.
Sir Jacques Perru? Duke Manuel Godoy.
Doesn't look like other stuff really spawned. Is it?
What am I doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had. Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put me in you, Luis. A second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Huh. That's me.
Can I go around over here again, or no? Does it kick me back?
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Dang it, Louis.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
That was the second quest. That was a fast little quick one. I found Lady Adams. I didn't let the better of me. I did not detain her. I could have found something about my mother's past. Just by talking to them, figuring that out. Okay, it's because I did the other one. Instead of doing the vision, I could have listened to what Mr. Washington. That's fine.
Alright, in my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Or cookies! No, wait, that's Astral. Ooh, if I would find a third page, I can get science, linguistics, and irradiation, which I probably would do, but out of these ones, I'm just gonna get science.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio and St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on, but doesn't touch. Writing material.
I need to get rid of this thing. Golden elixirs, that.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Women!
Writing material.
I already did that. Choice already made. It smelled like lemons.
Dear Monsieur de Richet,
And had time to unpack my cases.
Inventory full. A coin that I missed. Heyo, maybe there is something outside. We should check. Heyo.
This room looks unoccupied.
Another coin. Heyo. Man, outside was the right call, guys.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Someone's picked some lemon.
I'd be surprised if my mother helped herself to a few. She was always going on using properties of lemons.
So that would have cost me, but since I'm vigilant or whatever, it doesn't. But I still got rid of the negative thing for now. I don't know if I should have or if I should have saved that, because it would have still been free. I'm learning some system stuff, but now I understand. It makes sense now. Let's go back in. Actually, wait. That's one thing I want to check.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Strobe, crosses, must be Piaggi's room.
Hey, that's all I want to do.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
I have no space left.
Oh, there's just a jelly in there?
Space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Yeah. That's fine. More jellies.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this case is well stocked.
Oh, the book has been put back the wrong way round.
A Voyage Around the World, the Tribe of the Explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville.
One of Mother's favorite books.
What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the order. Barely visible.
Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Come on, Louis, think. Think.
Recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials.
The quill has been used, but not with regular ink.
What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message.
Now, how do I reveal the message?
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Markings on the floor.
Markings on the floor.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Is Ash gonna help me read thing? I'm not smart enough to figure out stuff. Ain't smart enough.
Nothing.
Nothing under bed. Look pretty cool. We're done looking. It is pretty. Yo, I can actually think of lemon.
When I was a boy, I used to love making secret messages with lemon juice. Hang them, but useless for making them appear.
So what would
Everywhere. Maybe I should try it out on the book. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
So the one I was able to do is useless. You kind of figured you couldn't use lemon on it. To read lemon. Where's the inventory? I can look. Ashes. I like how the description even says used to reveal, like it's like a spoiler. I was gonna go with the ashes, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like the ink pot, I don't know what that would do. You just splash it in ink. The candlestick would burn it? I don't know, it's lemon. It's pretty, it's a liquidy, I would assume flammable. I don't know. Ashes. I'm not sure. I'm assuming ashes. I don't know. Oh, run in circles. What's up there?
Crystals.
Nice. Happy I ran around in circles. I need one more of those. There's nothing else in here. I have to debate which one to pick. I honestly was thinking ashes. Could it make it worse? Might as well just eat a jelly, because I have so many. And I don't know if they go away.
St. Jerome.
All right.
I've retrieved.
I don't know. I'm not meaning ink. I feel would be awful. Lemon actually doesn't. I'm gonna try the ashes.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here.
It's no good. It might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper. No, there's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Oh, I just covered it up. I guess I'm going with the candlestick.
Message. My mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. The names in the manor could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't Unica. Who's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and look at Medusa. Tell him
Dang
I'll be
it,
there in a minute.
ashes. I wish I was smart. I would have been able to read the thing. It's all good. It's gonna happen in games like this. It's kind of the fun, I think, right? I don't know. Shiny, oh, that's just the markings on the floor. Alright, I'll just go.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests. Oh, His Eminence Cardinal G. President Washington. That's the door room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern. Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consume the crystals? No? I know, just because I can do something doesn't mean I'm gonna.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our messages. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were about you. November 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the closed talisman. A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern.
I'm not eating the crystals, by the way.
As if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want. Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve. A Chinese coin. My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able
Because
to
you don't
meet
have
as
to,
planned
because not
on the
eating
first
it is
Sunday of
also
May.
a choice.
I've been told that you're no better, and unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
One more quick scan. Crystals, something I can't take.
With a half circle pattern.
I got some kind of key, but not for that. Alright. All these symbols and yeah. feel like I'm taking too much time. I don't know if we're timed or not. I'm gonna leave. Alright, game acts like nothing happened, everything's fine. But yeah, if you want to eat the crystals, you can buy the game and eat the crystals, Kappa. If I had that right here, I wouldn't have all the other things, you know? So, it goes both other things I wouldn't have been able to do that I've already done. Like learn about lemons! The cult's not very knowledgeable about lemons. A half circle shape. Looks like I'm going back to that room.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Oh, can't get in because I'm not a thievery man. Just cleaning around it, it's all good. I didn't ruin the book with lemon, I ruined the book with ash. Gosh.
President Washington. President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Alright, Georgie boy. We're playing it. I'll remember the next time you knock on my door. No. Mind me, I just have a key to open this real quick.
A chest with a hole pattern. An untutored
4 pieces of
hand
amber.
copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Not scientific or occultism. But I leveled up. I got another piece. So that alone was worth it, I think. Is that guy cleaning still over there? I kind of want to...
be better to take a different stairway.
Alright, or you can't interact.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated. And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Elizabeth.
In immunity? No.
Hiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back, or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person, and I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
That was tense. I thought I'd failed the thing. Then I had to be like, dang it, Astral! But now I don't. Good thing I snuck into found out about the sister. Gave me a Chivo. I don't know if there's a reason to always like do this stuff or not. Already done this one too though. I'm getting back up. You know, I've never checked the options. There's not a lot. I'm happy with everything. Okay. There doesn't really need to be a lot like this, but I just wanted to check.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are main rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small where the guests like to relax with a good book. There, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present operations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved Sir Holm, sir. But authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are open to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used on his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help in any other way?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Script. So I always have to remember which what. I don't really need Devil's Thorn or Jelly. Golden Elixir is helpful. Manuscript could help.
Book you're hiding in your jacket.
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book. Pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
That it's my book.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a stone.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for Sir.
I don't really want it for that. It's not worth that much right now. What do I need out of the other ones? Carmelite water.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot. Could you find me some?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
I still haven't quite recovered after that bussing. Would you happen to have any Devil's Thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the Devil's Thorn may be a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against Sir taking any.
Alright, any of that then? I don't want to spend $3 to get the thing I already have some of right now still.
Dear, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Certainly not.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It's every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and
Etiquette
Piaggi seem to be
required.
getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory.
I don't have politics
Such
either.
typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Who does not know of her, sir?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
And you, sir? And right he was too.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
That's right. Sire can do wonders.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war.
Go ahead.
To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
My friend.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private? Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I'm gonna lose here.
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated who react on the spur of the moment, incapable of providing a coherent vision for the good of the country. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please.
Rip Chivo.
I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising things to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
I think convince Napoleon, but I don't know, it just shows the options I felt I would choose in a game like this. I know it matters, but I did dirty a part. Napoleon's room. Oh, I didn't even know that. I tried looking to all the rooms. Dang it, Napoleon's room could have helped. Ah well, I missed it. Can't get every little corner even though you try. I honestly thought I went to every door, but shrug.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
I know I don't have enough for any of these. Conviction or etiquette? Am I closer in any of these? I have one in each. Poor astral sailor. Pretty, that's for sure.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Seriously. Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
I'll talk to you, don't you worry.
A swine? Lawn? That's an odd choice of decor. This painting has caused some... Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician? Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charm we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, but continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're... but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Guess I asked the wrong question, or you didn't know either way. Where's the painting?
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Discourse on the by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. The Conversion of Ulysses by Gours. Circe changing Ulysses' companions in it. Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans. Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Other side. Alright. Key. Key just for this one right here, right? That'd be silly.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
No. Down on Earth. Well. Okay.
The Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia. Where all eyes size you up.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of.
And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Can I go back or no? Okay, I want to go the other way and see what's over there. Ting over here still? Yeah, right there. Coin. Alright. So this is just back into the main room.
The only person sizing me up is that monumental Zeus. Can't be here.
You in here?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Right. I've retrieved everything.
Alright, golden elixir. Cool.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Well, we got a bunch of golden elixirs. Now I just run all the way back the other way. It's fine. Drink your water, guys. Check your journal frequently. Questioning logic. Question.
Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it's critical. Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière, Dining Bells. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly. Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say.
I thought that was shining to shine. It's just shining because it's shiny. It's not shining because it's an item or anything.
Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
You're a good sit. Oh.
A ruble.
Nice.
Celia. That name means to me.
It means nothing to me. Nothing!
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. Amber crystals.
I do like that.
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning by his father Apollo for borrowing his chariot and losing control of it. Moral, still Dad's chariot. fragment of amber.
Nice. Another piece.
The Company by Rembrandt. A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Alright. I'm actually full of golden elixir now, it's weird.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
So is there two separate rooms? Okay, it's just one on that side.
A painting with no name.
That's Medusa, so I don't want to see that yet. Explore. There's not much you can look at in here, huh? I don't have the skills for that. Cutting his arm open. Alright, well, looks like all you can really do is the Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The statue is dark inside. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace. This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head. So, sword toward the Medusa.
Now there's other stuff I can look at. Couldn't before.
Origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
That's it, right?
Hang on.
There's no more?
This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Leave.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot. Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa, so what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield.
So you have to aim it at the shield, so it reflects to the sword, blind the Medusa, and you
the
chop
light.
its head off.
If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero. Pretty smart. But it also means I have to make sure I get the shield position just right.
Guess I'm going in.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams. At your service, madam.
Carry on searching.
Searching.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it. You're married. Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
You mean wear something just to prove your love? Not my style.
I don't know any of those.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
There's a thingy over here I want to grab before anything.
Here's something interesting. A manor in
No, I
Maine.
didn't want to.
Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia. Properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any
Man,
thoughts?
there's so much stuff I didn't
Mortimer
search because
has
I wanted to
every
go grab
reason
that
in the
item.
world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from
Blech.
people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Alright, good. I thought it was over. I want whatever this is. That's all I came here for.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant.
Of course, that's the thing you were supposed to find. Dang it.
What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like pinned on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
That's what I thought.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
That
If
sucks.
only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it?
I know there's like 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
was
5
expecting
things
more.
I haven't searched
Well,
still.
I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily. I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course. But what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes?
Immunity.
I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Oh boy. You know, I messed the last one up. So it's like, oh, I have 3 choices, which I think would be decent, but there's 6. So even if I get 3 wrong.
Your partner must be your mother.
I would need to know who she is first.
Forgive me, I didn't know.
I'm an orphan. I thought you'd figured that out.
No, I didn't know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned it.
Now you know.
That's why I thought that. Great. Cameo. Well, there's 5 choices left. I only have 2 choices. She's immune to questioning and logic, we found out. I mean, it has to be one of these two. I'm gonna get her sister.
She's your partner.
Because it's
She's the
the
one you're looking
cameo. It's
for.
like something.
Well, I am
It would be a
impressed.
girl.
How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good. I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly.
Okay, so it was
I thought it
okay.
belonged
It was
to Emma,
the pendant.
my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for 2.
Yes, You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my
I figured it was
sister
a girl
Emma.
and there was only 3
Emily
choices, so I couldn't get
Hillsborough,
it wrong. Yes.
The woman with 2 faces.
It worked.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress
they
the
have
same,
their ways,
wear the same
Astral.
makeup. We speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
I wasn't done exploring this room yet. No, all because I clicked on the right thing. Can you go back in there or no? Man, I thought the one thing on the table was like an extra thing. So I was like, I'm gonna go check that.
What do you
when it
think
was
of our
the right
first
thing.
adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Home? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
No thanks, I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Here, Ben's last drink.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either drink or get out.
I don't know. She's. I guess. We're not timed. If it was timed, I feel like I'd have to panic, but I don't know. I feel like I should say no because I felt like it was getting to my head, but
Man,
whatever.
I need to take it easy with the booze. At
And
this
she's
rate,
gonna
I
tell
won't
me
last the
stuff.
night.
Let's go
I mean, she's
easy
gonna
on the
tell me what-
drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
She just, because we're here to figure out where my mother
one
went,
isn't
so
any easier.
she knows.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to
I'm
me?
trying,
or not?
Astro.
Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
Dialogue timer is no longer visible. I have to pick fast now.
I feel all dizzy.
Oh,
There must have been
God.
a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them!
What? What are you talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've
I don't know
always
if I
told
made
me
a
what to
mistake
do.
or not, Astral.
They say nasty things to me.
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. Look at the result.
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl? Oh, shit. Who are you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
what do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me. And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too. I'm going to die here. I beg you, tell me you believe me.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis. You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
My God, Elizabeth, how's this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis. Welcome to my life.
Elizabeth, the whole story stinks of death. If I were you, I'd have left the moment you heard me speak about my mother. I don't know if she knows you're here, but if I had any doubt, I wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah, you're right. I can't stay here another minute. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find a boat and get away. I'm not dying here.
Oh, I feel so dizzy.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me, but my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit.
I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you, and then I'll leave.
Don't touch me!
Just leave. If I get up, I'll fall.
Oh, little Louis tired. Leave everything to me. Just let go.
I don't know if I liked where that was going. I don't know if I made the right choice or wrong choice. I failed, I had a few drinks, so I wasn't supposed to. I thought I should say no, but she said she'd tell me about my mom, and that's why I came here. Some of these games' options are tough sometimes. Like, my first option would have been say no, but then I was like, that's the whole purpose we're here. And for, like, the character, I feel like that's what he would have went for. I don't know. No regrets, I guess, right? In a game like this, make a choice, move forward, that's the point. I finished the episode. I'm not even sure how I feel right now. I'm confused. Oh, it was fun. Like, I wasn't talking like, I don't know how to feel like in a bad way. I was just confused gameplay, like story-wise confused. Like if I made some choices I shouldn't have, or if I did things, I don't know. These games make you think, you know? It's like, do we... Like, I regret not exploring that middle room more, but that wasn't really my fault. I didn't think grabbing that one thing would end the room. I just thought it was like a collectible. and then I could explore the rest of the room, so it's a little unfortunate. And should I have not taken the drink? She drugged me, but she was gonna tell me about my mom. I don't know. Or should I have just went to the other room in general? I don't know if I made the bad or the right choice. Like, I could have went to the bedroom. And there's like at least like 3 or 4 outcomes at the end alone of an episode. That's kind of crazy. Because I could have not taken the drink, which could have changed something. I could have went to the other room in general. There's a lot of stuff. And hey, Light, thinking, it's hard. That's what it is. I'm gonna go get food after these credits, but I'm debating. I don't know what to do next. Initially, I was going to do something else, but I got a text before plans have changed. So I'm gonna take a break no matter what. But I don't know if I'm gonna do episode 2 right away, if I should save that, and if I should do... I could do episode 2. I could do some more of that Valhalla game. I could do Dragon Quest for a bit. Diminish experienced. Oof, it was fun though. I want to play episode 2. I just don't know if I should do it today or later because it did take like 3.5, 4 hours. Or if I should just do like Valhalla for a little bit or just work on some Dragon Quest. I want to play all these games I have. I'm gonna take a food break right now either way, so I'm gonna cut the stream soon, but I don't know. You guys have any input? I don't know if you're gonna be around. I'm always open to input if people want to see certain things possibly. Not that it's for sure what I'll do, but Fortnite on Xbox is still down. I can't do the new season. Dragon Quest is a commitment? Yeah, I know. I'm already like, I don't know, 16 hours in or something? 15 hours in? I've already started it, but I know it's a commitment for sure. So is this game. I can't just like do an episode. I'm gonna beat this game obviously, but it's like do one episode and stop. It's weird. And it's like, am I going to do a second playthrough eventually, or am I going to just find out what the other ones would have been? Because usually in these kind of games I don't do multiple playthroughs, but this game also has a lot of different things with like the skill tree and the classes and stuff. Like it could almost be like different, so I'm not sure yet. I'll have to figure it out, to think about it. But this is a fun game. I like it so far. PS4 crossplay, but they allowed it today. PS4 crossplay is a thing. I don't know, Astral, you've been here. Are you going to be around or nah? I'm just debating. I'm going to take a food break no matter what. But after that, I could do episode 2 of this. I could do a little bit of Dragon Quest. I could just do some Valhalla, work on that game. Oh, this is fun though. I definitely want to play episode 2. I also think it's like that's a little longer than the other options. Episode 1 is done though. He'll be here. If you take a break, yeah, it won't be like a long break. I'll probably do episode 2 otherwise, like sometime in the next couple of days still. It's not like forever. I mean, the last episode's not even out yet, so no matter what, I'm gonna have to take a break at the end. I'm not gonna take a long break. I'm just debating. I don't know if I should I'm gonna get food, so either way I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break before I play anything. Like, I don't know if I want to do episode 2. It seems like it might be shorter, because there's only 3 episodes. The first one was 4. Plus a prologue. It looks like the rest are 3, 3, 3. So it might have just been the first one was a little long used to the game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you'd want to watch specifically, like if you want to see me try to do another episode of this. I know you like that Valhalla game. I haven't finished that either. Or like I said, I could just do some Dragon Quest or something. I think those are the 3 options I'm debating between. I don't think, since Fortnite's down, I don't think I'm going to do anything else other than those 3. I just don't know which of those 3 right now, because I don't want to play more of that right now. She's watching for that, so I can't do those 2. I'd rather do after. I'll stick around all day. Well, out of those 3 options, is there one you'd want to see, or do you have any input? Every achievement is secret. I'm looking. Secret, 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 secret. I'm guessing it's just like past the things. I failed one. I failed the Napoleon one, but I didn't want to sell cannons, and because of that I lost an achievement and failed a quest, but I did what I wanted to do. Alright, well, I'm going to cut the stream for like probably 15-20 minutes, give her a eat, and then I'll be back with something, so if you're going to watch whatever I decide to do, if you have a break, if you want to get food or something too, I don't know. I'm going to get food. I'm hungry. I'd rather just cut the stream and start it back over instead of sitting here for blank, especially when I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. But I do like this. It is fun. But I will be back shortly. Thank you for watching this. It was a good game. Episode, whatever, but I'm definitely curious to see what's going to happen. I'm also curious as to how much could it changed, but I guess time. It looks like if I ever really want to know, I load the last episode in the future and like go the other path there. And same with like achievements, I could just go to the Napoleon one and so I can do, I think the first playthrough I'll just do whatever my gut first decisions are, even if I end up regretting some of them. If I decide I want to see stuff in the future, I'll go back and look then. But then I'll probably just wait until 5 comes out to like do a weird load thing just to make sure it keeps my one save. Or no, I have different save files, but you have to beat the game first, or you have to start over if you do different save files. So that's probably what I'll do, is I'll just do one full playthrough, wait for 5, and then maybe after 5 I'll decide if I go back and mess with stuff or not. We'll see. But yeah, it was a good game. I recommend if you like these kind of games. So far it seems good. We'll see if episode 2 stays up. It definitely wasn't like perfect, but it wasn't awful. I had fun. Probably give it like a solid 8 range right now. Good game. Fun and enjoyable game. Good game to stream. But yes, I will be back shortly. I will be on Discord and stuff as well. I'm just gonna get some food. So, see you guys in a little bit with whatever I decide to do. I shall talk to you later. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.